Hey, what's up, everybody? Eric Rogers here from Eric Rogers Fitness. I'm here with my online client and good friend, Brandon. We come to train at his gym, here in his at-home gym in his garage. We just finished up with that, and now we're just going to touch base and see how he's doing, see how he's coming along. But first, tell us who you are. Tell us a little bit of background.
Yeah, my name's Brandon. I'm a contractor, do remodel work, and I've always been active. Always loved to do outdoor stuff. Obviously, physical job, but actually met you that way doing that HGTV job, and had you come on and help out, and that was a lot of fun. Got to know about what you do and share a little bit about what I do, so we became friends that way. And it wasn't until a year or two later, actually, I kind of realized not getting younger. And I've always been thin, but just kind of realized I was out of shape and getting skinny fat and wanted to do something about that. So, hey, I know the guy to help me out with that.
Hey, and I appreciate that. And here we are. Now, let me ask you this, what was one of your biggest reasons why you wanted to get started? Which I know that you just mentioned a couple, but what was the biggest reason? What was your biggest why out of all of that?
Man, I just like you, I wanted to be positive and seize the day and be like, man, today's a gift from God, and I'm going to take it for what it is, and I'm not going to, worry about what I didn't do or didn't accomplish so far, but take control of what I can do right now and realize, hey, I need somebody to help me out with that, Like, if someone needs a remodel done, they call me because I know how to do it. So I want to get in shape, so I know, hey, this is what Eric does. Let's go. Let's get the best. Let's get in the best shape of my life right now.
Kind of like a body contractor.
Body contractor.
Body contractor.
This is the guy right here.
Or a jeweler. If you're trying to get more cuts than a diamond, or something like that, or something crazy like that.
Well, and I knew I had a goal. I was like, I want to get to this weight, and I want to get to this body fat, and I want to be stronger, and let's start it up.
Of course. So I would say that overall you would say that your health was a big proponent as far as why you want to get started. Was there anything else? Family.
Man, I'm a big family guy. If I'm not working, I'm trying to do the best I can for my kids and my wife, and that's real important to me. Always has been.
Yeah.
And when you start aging, you start realizing, well, I'm not gonna live forever, obviously, but while I'm here, I don't want to be tired and lethargic and feeling out of shape and work hard all day and then get home and, hey, Dad, let's do this. I can't. I'm beat. I'm too tired.
Right.
I don't have the energy, and that's one of the first things I noticed starting up the program is energy was coming. There was no mid-afternoon, I need to take a nap. I'm like good to go.
All right, and the biggest focus that we put into your programming, much like any client's programming, is nutrition. Always coming back to that focal point.
That's big.
Is getting back to the nutrition side of things. Because if the nutrition isn't there, you might as well just throw it to the side.
Yeah, you can work out as hard as you want, and you eat the wrong stuff, it's like futile. Doesn't matter.
Of course. But then again, for you, you're a very active man, not with your contracting business, but you're also an active family man. So you guys are constantly going on many little adventures, going camping and things like that. And so that is a big driving force, especially when you know that there's going to be hiking involved. We're going to do some camping, some kayaking, things like that. And you want to be able to do those things. And so by focusing on your nutrition and staying positive and trying to do the very best that you can, you're just focusing on just becoming the best version of yourself in the long run. But then again, you get all that positive energy regardless of what setbacks and things come your way.
That's right.
So, yeah.
And like you said, I like that. You're the best version of yourself that you can be, because I have a problem with comparing myself, like he's doing that better, or, why can't I do like he does? But then you got to take it inward and say, I'm going to be the best that I can.
And I don't know if you've noticed this, but I've noticed that ever since I've hit 30s, mid-30s, going on mid-30s, and onward, I'm starting to see that sometimes I'll you'll see the young cats come in, and but which it's a good thing because you get that energy that's coming from them, but you start to think you're like, I wish I could go back to my younger days, but at the same time I look forward to my older days because I'm going to go in older, wiser, hopefully, and then stronger. So that's a big point as far as like keeping strength and also understanding how strength plays a role as we do age and so forth. So a lot of times we can get wrapped up into comparing ourselves to like, I'm 34, this kid's 22, and so forth like that. But at the same time, there's positives on each side of the spectrum. The grass is green on both sides.
Oh yeah.
So let me ask you this: like, as far as like the online programming, like, how was it? How did you find it most beneficial to you? What are some of the things that you enjoyed most about training online?
I say first of all, just the flexibility. With my schedule, sometimes I've been able to get into a constant, do my workout in the morning and then go to work. But there's sometimes, depending upon my schedule, it's like I got to be flexible with that. So the online, you load the workout. I know the nutrition for the day. I know the workout for the day. And if I got to hit it in the morning, if I got to hit in the afternoon, it's right there on the app. Just hit the button, go for it. So super flexible. You don't have to, especially being at home, I don't have to worry, can I get to the gym at a certain time? And that goes back to the family interaction too. I'm right here. And then I just go 10 feet that way and I'm with the family.
That's a good thing. But, also it gives you that structure as far as like, having that app at your disposal. It's like right there in your hand. Like, so you're able to go on vacation, you can take it with you. And depending on where you're at,
on the go too.
A little bit.
I can do workouts. We go camping and I can still do my workout.
So we're able to like touch base with that, but also too the accountability, especially I can go in and see like, are you marking the workouts done? Is everything in completion? The whole compliance system that's built in there. So you get that extra accountability.
Yeah.
The automatic emails that come to you saying, hey, like tomorrow is like, maybe it's leg day or scrambled legs day or whatever I want to name it.
Legos.
Like, walking on Legos, all these different names that I can come up with. And that's one of those other things too. I like to, design the workouts, but I also like to name the workouts, keep them fun versus just like, it's just a normal leg day. It's a back day.
That's one thing I love about the online program too. Is you can mix it up. You like you said, you get a funny name on something. You get excited. You get excited, and you want to do your workout rather than. I don't ever want to be like, I gotta work out. It's fun.
Oh, it is. That's one of those things about being able to. Think outside of the norm of like, how can you name your workouts? How can you change your workouts up? Whether it be at the gym or outside or things like that. So it's always good to change things up, to keep things fresh. Much like today, whenever I decided to come over and we're going to do a workout and of course like shoot this video and stuff, is that just changing up the elements. Much like here in the gym, here in your at-home gym, of just being able to like feel the energy that this place has to offer. Much like if you go to the park, or if you go to a friend's house to work out with them, or maybe you want to do like a trail run / workout. But just changing a variable like that.
Mix it up.
You got to keep it hot, keep it nice.
Yeah.
Put a little spice in there.
That's right.
It does.
Jazz it up.
Oh, of course.
And I here in the garage, I open the door. I can go right outside. I'll do driveway runs. I'll do my walking lunges up and down the driveway, come back in.
So you've utilized the space that you have and the elements around you to create your gym.
Yeah. It's not just right here. This is awesome, but it's not just right here. It's exactly a 1 mile loop right here in the neighborhood. I can run that, come back in.
So I'm glad that you mentioned that too, because, a few of the clients that I work with, that they are at home, and so they train at home, and so we start to make a list of the elements that they have, much like well what is the loop like in your neighborhood, or what is your yard like, and stuff like that. This way that you're able to utilize every piece of the elements around you to get creative, but also too to keep it spicy, keep it fun, and also to keep it changed up. But there is that element where you do want to keep it linear for at least 4 weeks. This way you have data to where it's like, okay, follow this for 4 weeks, much like having 4-week cycles. This way you have data to go by and you can make changes as necessary and as needed.
See what works, see what doesn't work.
What has communication been like working online? Have you felt at all have you ever felt like disconnected, or you're just like, I would much rather have like one-to-one, or like or do you feel that online has been pretty close to having one-to-one besides me being there physically?
Yeah, I say it's as close as you can because you keep in good contact. Sometimes I'll log in there. There's a section on the workout where you can log in how you did. you know, or if something, hey, I couldn't do this, can you adjust it? Or, hey, I went above and beyond on this one. And then you reply right back to it on the app, like, good job, okay, I'll change it. So
of course.
That's awesome, you know.
And that is the biggest key, is like making sure that you know, all the programming is done in real time, all the communication is done in real time, whether it's through Facebook or the app.
So you got a
email.
personal trainer that's working with you, you know, but you're not having to, you know, try to coordinate schedules to where like we got to do this every day, you know, which is impossible.
Right. So I mean, say for instance, if someone, maybe like yourself or any other client, say somebody gets hurt and they're like, hey, you know, my knee, I've got an issue with it.
Yeah.
What do you think? What can we do? And then we go in and we tweak it. We make the changes until say the doctor releases you.
You know, we did that off the bat. You know, when I first started.
Elbow.
Big.
We had to work through that.
Big elbow. You know, not being strong in other areas of my body, everything was going to a sore elbow. So we just kind of worked around it until I strengthened up other areas, and now we can incorporate other stuff.
Of course. And then also too, to mention the fact that you did, you know, that we both agreed as far as like for you before we even got started, we talked about Brandon going and seeking out a doctor to overlook the elbow, see what's going on, to make sure that there wasn't any other issues going on before we did get started. And we wanted to definitely have a doctor's input as well as his release to be able to get started. And so the doctor gave his input, and so I combined that knowledge with my knowledge. We worked around it as needed necessary. We got your elbow in really good standing.
And I gotta say, man, this is a key thing for me, and like it was life changing in terms of fitness, because for a long time, I mean, I'm talking 10 years plus, had this issue. You know, I don't know if it's from an injury or from work, but I tried to work out, I tried to do some things here and there through the years, and it would flare up so bad, you know, I could hardly do a push-up. And so I just, you know, that was my excuse or my reason, and say I'm never going to be able to actually work out and grow and progress. But then sharing that with you and finding out exactly what okay, well, it's tennis elbow, so you can do these exercises to strengthen it. Don't do these exercises that exaggerate it. Wear the arm brace for certain exercises. And I honestly never thought that I was going to be able to do a weighted bench press or a bunch of push-ups because of that elbow problem. And
well, here we are. You know,
here we are.
What is it? A little over
a year and a half.
About a year and a half later.
Yeah, man.
Of course, I mean, there's a lot to be said with that. Is because a lot of times, like, you want something now, but it's just one of those things you just can't go into it forcing these things.
Well, go on the internet. You know, everybody's like, this is me today, and then this is me in 30 days. You know, and it's like some, you know, schlub to Superman. You're like,
I mean, so everybody has a different journey.
30 days.
I mean, you have to listen to your body. You also have to, wherever your starting point is, you have to work around those things. You have to fix those things, those underlying issues, before you can go on to the next thing. So everything that we do is a stepping stone to get you to the next phase.
Right.
And everybody goes through different phases. You start off as at a different phase over, say, where somebody else would start. But
no
at the same
two
time,
people are the same.
No. And the thing is, you have to find, you know, the positive within your journey, and you have to say, you know what, if this is my starting point, this is awesome. You know, let's work with it, and let's go with it, and let's keep building a foundation.
So that's where this guy is the man right here, because he's going to tailor it to you. Yeah. You know, it's not one program where it's like he's got his little, you know, file of here's your workout and just spreads it out across everybody. You know, he's going to tailor it. Hey, Brandon, this is what we need to start on. This is how we're going to work around these issues to get this better, and then this is the goal. We're going to work towards it. You know, so we started out with phase 1, and then completed that with some progress. Phase 2,
of course,
more progress.
And so it's the thing is just taking it with anything that you do, whether it's like fitness, faith, finances, family, any goals that you have to take it into phases and say, you know what, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
Like it, but maybe from here to here. And if you don't reach it, that's fine. You can always extend it out, but you need to have an end goal in mind and say, you know what, this is what I'm shooting for. This is what's going to keep me rocking and rolling.
Oh, bro, I'm my worst enemy. I mean, I'm the negative talk. You know, you got to overcome that. I'm like, I'm not going to be able to do that. I can't do that.
Oh yeah, you know, every once in a while, you know, like good Eric kind of steps out, you know, to get a Subway sandwich. Well, bad Eric's just like, he starts chiming in, behind good Eric's back. But we all fight through those different things, and we all have those negative moments where sometimes we have to sit down with a good friend or maybe our spouse or loved one, just to get like that continuity back to where it's just like, look, this is what I'm going through.
Yep.
So never be afraid to open up and to speak to people, and never be afraid of coaching. Hiring a coach and having a coach it's most definitely not a weakness. Also, I'm a big believer in a coach having a coach.
It's a strength. I think it's opposite to be able to reach out and ask help from somebody.
I have a business coach, Vince Del Monte, which has been a great help for me.
Yeah.
But then again, he's been a huge help to me. For a long time, I always thought, I was like, I could do this on my own. But then again, I reached out to him because I knew that I was at a point to where it's just like, hey, I could benefit from coaching. And I have tremendously, much like in the past. Whenever I was getting ready for a show, I hired a guy to do my nutrition and take me through, just to kind of take the brain work out. So I was also trying to finish college at the time. But the thing is like, a coach can benefit from a coach.
Oh, yeah.
That coaching is a great thing. It keeps you accountable. It really helps not only to hold your hand and guide you through the process, but sometimes it keeps that rear end to the fire as well.
That's right.
And that's what you need. You need someone that's going to keep you there,
keep
you grounded.
You remember after phase 2, and it's like I kind of fell off the grid for a month or so, and you just
kind of like how Google Maps did me on the way here.
Exactly.
That's right.
Next thing you know, you were headed off in the wrong direction.
We need to fix that, Google.
I'm like, bro, he said he was on his way.
He's about skin 30.
He had to go through Nashville on the way here or something.
Yeah.
But
a little detour.
So I'm gone for a month, and Eric, one day, bing, Eric Rogers, you fall off the wagon.
Yeah. And sometimes too, you definitely cannot sit there and bang on somebody's door saying, hey, please let me in. I got this information I want to tell you.
Yeah.
A lot of times, like, you do have to let people, get to that point to where it's like they really want it and they really want to make a change. You can't force change. I can't force change onto you. I can't force change onto anybody. Someone has to want it at 100% in order to make that change. Regardless of what it is that you're trying to do, whether you want to do online coaching, one-to-one training, you want to fix your nutrition, fix your mindset, all those things. You have to be 100% ready to jump inside of that fire, because sometimes they get a little hot.
Yeah.
Those negative thoughts start to pour in, and then next thing you know, you're at rock bottom, but yet you have no idea where you want to go, and then you feel stuck, and then you feel that it's a weakness to ask for coaching or to even reach out to a friend and talk to them and say, hey, what do you think?
Yeah.
And I'm here to say right now that it's definitely not a weakness. It's a strength to latch on to someone else's power to help bring you out. It's much like if you get stuck in a ditch and like your buddy has a Jeep with a winch, you call him up like, hey, you got the strength? Come pull me out, baby. Yeah. Let's go.
That's right.
And that wasn't a shameless plug for Jeep either. That's just the truth.
Non-biased.
Very non-biased. I don't own one. Sorry about that, Jeep. But now let me ask you this. Just to kind of wrap things up a little bit. What would you say that one of the biggest takeaways that you have taken from coaching has been since day one until now?
Just that, was what we've been touching on the last few minutes here. Just that partnership, that motivation from someone else, reaching out, hey, I need some help, not thinking that I know it all and I can do it on my own, in all aspects of life, but especially in this fitness journey.
Oh, cool.
So, hey, I need help, bro, and I know you can do it. So, and it's working. No regrets whatsoever, hitting my goals. And to touch on something else I think that's real important in my life and in a lot of people's lives, this has been a big help towards something I struggle with my whole life: anxiety, depression, this worry and self-doubt and these type of things. And getting into a good exercise program, plus good nutrition, good sleep, clean, healthy, positive, that's help. That helps tremendously in terms of dealing with these things that sometimes we fight and struggle through.
Oh, of course. That's good stuff.
Yeah, man.
But hey, we just want to wrap this up. Super proud of Brandon. Brandon's done a phenomenal job. Like with each phase that we go into, he's constantly setting the bar and over exceeding it each and every time. And that's what it's about, just setting goals, sticking to your goals, making sure that you have purpose behind your goals, and also being 100% ready. You got to be 100% ready. But hey, like if you're interested in coaching, by all means, feel free to send me a message.
Right here.
The email, which I'll provide somewhere down below. And I'll also post other ways to get in contact with me. But I look forward to working with Brandon continuously in the future and so forth.
Next phase.
Oh yes. And I also look forward to working with you guys out there. So if you have any interest, just hit me up and let me know. But until the next video, be sure to keep it real, keep it honest, and God bless. Take care.
E-money.
Yeah.